You can love me or not, there's no such thing as sin. Let it all come right in. I wanna make some mistakes, I wanna sleep in the mud, I wanna swim in the flood, I wanna sleep till I'm done. I like whiskey on ice, I like sun in my eyes, I wanna burn it all down, so let's start a fire. I wanna be lost, so lost that I'm found, naked and laughing with my blood on the ground. I'm here, I am here. I've already seen the bottom, so there's nothing to fear. Know that I'll be ready when the devil is near. I am here, I am here. On this road, but I'm still right here. I don't have the answers, but the question is clear. Let me ask you. Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Let me ask you. Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Let me ask you. When the light beat upon me, now I feel in my bones that I am enough. I can make anywhere home. My fingers are clenched, my stomach's in knots, my heart it is racing, but afraid I am not. Afraid I am not. I am here. I am here. I've already seen the bottom, so there's nothing to fear. I know that I'll be ready when the devil is near. 'Cause I am here. I am here. All of this is wrong, but I'm still right here. I don't have the answers, but the question is clear. Let me ask you. Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Let me ask you. Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Let me ask you. Much worse than this. But I am here. I am here. I've already seen the bottom, so there's nothing to fear. Know that I'll be ready when the devil is near. I'm here. I am here. Yes. I am here. All of this wrong, but I'm still right here. I don't have the answers, but the question is clear. Let me ask you. Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Let me ask you. Where can I go when they go? Where can I go when they go? Let me ask you. Let me ask you.
And so I'm going to start out with about 90 minutes on the municipal budget, if that's okay. And we'll sort of slide into the topic du jour. I am so tickled to see so many of you here for this event. And I want to thank a few people, including the fine folks at Empower Montana, who brought this notion. Who brought this notion to my office some months ago. City staff, Ben Weiss and Chad Pancake, who helped us figure out how to do this. Our partners at the Missoula Art Museum on this side and Adventure Cycling on this side, and all of you for being here. and supporting the cause. So I'm here wearing two hats. One is I have the privilege of serving as the mayor of the city of Missoula, which I believe to be a welcoming community, and nothing, we cannot do enough to remind one another that we all belong in this place. And this crosswalk represents another gesture on the community's part in saying we all matter, we all belong, we all deserve respect and love and kindness and compassion. And if it takes a rainbow crosswalk to remind us of that, so be it. Missoula, Montana is a hell of a place for a rainbow crosswalk, in my opinion. The other hat I am wearing today is as a human being. It turns out somewhere underneath the crusty layers of mayor is an actual living, breathing human being, and I sponsored one of the stripes in the crosswalk because my best friend in the world is a gay man who left Missoula 30 years ago because he didn't believe he could be who he was in this place that I love. And the fact that when he comes back now, he believes that he could live in Missoula, Montana and be who he is and be loved by his friends and his family and a community makes a world of difference to me as a human being. Those of you who have, like all of us at some point in our lives, not felt welcome or loved or accepted or cared for, this is another symbol that all goes away. We all have value, we all have merit, and we all deserve to live in a beautiful place, just like Missoula, Montana. So I'm grateful to all of you once again for being here, grateful to our friends at Empower Montana. And you know what? You can burn rubber on this thing, but it turns out if you do, I will get a call at my office the next day from somebody telling me I will be there with a power washer the next morning at 6 o'clock to fix it. This thing stays because it matters. Thank you all very much.
So my name is Ethan Smith. I'm a police officer with the city of Missoula. I just wanted to echo the mayor's words and let everyone here know that the Missoula Police Department will not tolerate anyone who intentionally damages someone else's property, especially because they simply have a different point of view. The Missoula Police Department believes everyone deserves to be treated with respect and dignity, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. And we will continue to move forward. Thank you. We will continue to move forward with a criminal investigation against anyone who intentionally damages this crosswalk. Thanks to an outpouring of support from the Missoula community, we've received a number of solid leads that we are following up on, which just goes to show that a majority of the Missoula community does not support this type of vandalism.
Hi everyone. First of all, I just want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing up and showing your support for not only this project, but for the populations of people in Missoula that live in the margins. These people exist and they will be seen. This crosswalk serves as a beacon for hope for people who feel isolated and terrified to be themselves. While some colored asphalt may seem meaningless to some, the colors represent the community of support that made this all a possibility. I remember all too well what it was like to be closeted and afraid. I carried so much internalized shame that I was convinced that no one would ever accept me for who I was, and that I would spend the rest of my life pretending to be someone that I wasn't. I was terrified of rejection, and I feared of my own safety. These colors stand here today to show people who are afraid that they are supported and valued. They may not be able to see it, hear it, or feel it in their current situation, but there are more people than they know ready and willing to love and support them for their authentic selves. While this crosswalk is a great achievement, and we all stand here together in celebration, it does not represent an end. Equality has not been achieved. There's much injustice that still plagues our world and our community, and this Rainbow Crosswalk is not the finish line. Especially after the events of this previous week, this crosswalk is a reminder of the work that is yet to be done. In my opinion, this community is the most inclusive in Montana. Yet still, tire marks and Facebook threats have reminded us that our beautiful community is far from perfect. And the last thing that I'd like to say before I welcome up one of our incredible youth leaders is that we are a force to be reckoned with when we are together. Draw strength from the people around you and be proud of your identity whenever you get the opportunity. This crosswalk is a testament to what we can do when we're together, and I hope it's only the beginning. And now I would like to welcome up one of our youth, Julia Burkhart, to share with us a piece that she wrote.
Hold on. Yeah, that's good. Hi, I'm Julia, and I've been with Empower Montana for like 5 years, and I wrote this piece like 2 hours ago. Hand-pressed light pops warmth into the road. The firecracker blue shooting sparks scattered at my feet. The windshield lacquer tattered and beating in tempo with the engine motor clicking with turning signals. By the time I realized what happened, they avalanched by, all slurs and thundering pistons. But we are beech trees, tendons tensing over the 183 reasons to stop pretending you see past my rotting, low-hanging fruit when you avoid eye contact with me in the bathrooms or anywhere else. And I'm done hating the traffic thoughts that flow, clanging acute railroad tracks, the hemmed ivy street, train blood clots, the flow of cars, scars, skin like burnouts on crosswalks, slapping a rainbow gauze pad on a gunshot wound won't stop the bleeding. I'm not going to collapse myself into bite-sized fight or flight of disenfranchised, chiseling themselves into family photos, into the ones who can't fit in the flames. I love you more than I love my own skin. So if no one else will give you shelter, take and eat my body like it's holy. I gave up the skirt in the comfort of my own home, beside hides in the street, bald fabric stuffed in boot-cut bones. Yes, y'all, we are improving. To the break of dawn, I long for the day that I can stagger through downtown, because everyone knows that every woman looks better in a sundress. This wound I have is infected, and the pus is midasing everywhere it touches, and all that glitters is gold. Squirming, shallow moonlight meanders through the just now appearing city lights. Enjoy our ghastly pirouettes. We are here for the purpose of being beautiful. Lastly, this coalesced vacuum of space is more valuable than any part of me. Brace for the impact point of the fender, tearing sheet metal from absolute uncertainty. Lungs packed with summer smoke. The only thing I hope is to keep staggering forward, because the sundered coping is the only way we can get better, and there's no gold under this rainbow unless we keep working. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julia. Your words always just wow me. So I'd like to welcome up our friend Miha, who works with us at Empower Montana and is also just an amazing part of our community, to lead us in a short song.
Hi, good evening. Like Claire said, my name's Miha. I work with Empower Montana. I just got back from Queer Camp, and I'm super excited to share a song with you. So this is a repeat after me song. Yes, thank you. So I'll start singing a little bit, and then I'll stop, and then you repeat it, and then I'll say something else again. You repeat it again, and then eventually we'll do it in a round. Does that sound good? All right. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the queerest of them all? It is not a contest. It is not a contest. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the queerest of them all? It is not a contest. It is not a contest. I'm so fabulous. I'm so fabulous. I'm so fabulous. I'm so fabulous. Rainbow, 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 rainbow. Rainbow, 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 rainbow. Cool. Do you think we can try it all together as like a whole thing really quick? Cool. Let's try it. Here we go. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the queerest of them all? It is not a contest. It is not a contest. I'm so fabulous. I'm so fabulous. Rainbow, 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 rainbow. Yeah, well done. Do we want to try it as a round or are we, yeah? No? Yes? We're going to do it. Okay. So this section here is going to start, and then this section will be like the second part, and then this section will be the third part. And I'll cue you in. So yeah, we got people behind you. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you're part one over there. You're part two in the middle here, and part three is over there. Okay. So here we go. Part one's ready. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the queerest of them all? It is not a contest. And then
mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the queerest of them all? It's not a contest. It's not a contest.
Part three, here we go. Rainbow, 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 rainbow. Oh, beautiful chaos. Thanks for participating with me.
Thank you so much for that, Miha. Always can count on Miha to bring some pep to your day. Hi, everyone. I'm Claire Michelson, and I'm our Youth Programs Director at Empower Montana. And earlier, by the way, my colleague Spencer Check, that's who was speaking. He's too humble to introduce himself. As a proud queer Montanan, it is truly an honor to be here today in celebration of our young people who are leading change in their families, peer groups, schools, and communities. This crosswalk is just one of so many projects and efforts our youth leaders of Empower Montana have taken on. It will be 10 years this spring since our youth were inspired to advocate for the Missoula Non-Discrimination Ordinance, protecting community members from discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Missoula was the first city in Montana to extend this protection to LGBTQ and Two-Spirit people, and many communities since have followed. Maybe they'll follow this gesture. Rainbow crosswalks have been installed in cities all over the country and even internationally. These colorful installations serve as a symbol of solidarity, visibility, and acceptance for the LGBTQ and Two-Spirit people in these communities. Some crosswalks have been installed in response to heinous and violent acts of hatred directed toward the queer community. For instance, the crosswalk installed in Orlando, Florida. Our youth leaders did not want to wait for more tragedy to install this crosswalk. They wanted to be proactive in spreading the message that hatred and violence directed toward community members who identify as queer will not be tolerated. I am so proud and humbled by the brilliance, authenticity, humor, and resilience of the queer young people in our state. This crosswalk is a symbol of inclusion, but I also want us to remember it's a form of self-expression. Every day, people who identify as queer have to navigate the microaggressions, erasure, violence, hate speech, vandalism, and stigma our society holds us down with. This crosswalk is a powerful expression of pride. We are proud and we love ourselves, not despite our queerness, but because of how it enriches our unique, sometimes heartbreaking, and beautiful experience on this earth. Thank you for echoing our love. Thank you for showing that we are a valued part of this community. I ask you now that you continue to show up in support of all our marginalized community members. Engage in open conversations with the people in your life who have prejudiced beliefs towards those with less power and privilege. Challenge yourself to listen empathetically in order to understand why, so that you may offer some of your own insights, your information, and your experience. Look at your own prejudice and ways they are being externalized. And spread all the love and pride you possibly can. Be the rainbow breaking through the clouds and the rain. Empower Montana is just one component of a tapestry of resources and organizations woven across Montana to support the LGBTQ and Two-Spirit community. We want to offer our thanks to all who are working towards our mission of creating a more just and inclusive Montana. Tonight, we would like to specifically honor the sponsors and donors who made the Missoula Rainbow Crosswalk a reality. So if my volunteers could move our ribbons out to the center of the walk. I am gonna say big thanks to our different sponsors of each color of the crosswalk. And as I announce you, you may step out onto the road for a brief minute so we can do our ribbon cutting. So first, sponsoring Red, I'd like to thank Holy Spirit Episcopal Church. Red represents life in this flag. I'd like to thank John Engen for sponsoring Orange, which represents healing. Next, I'd like to thank the sponsors of Yellow, John Keegan, and Anthony Cesare, which represents sunlight. I'd like to thank the sponsors of Green, which are the great people over at the center. Green represents nature in this flag. Sponsoring Blue, we have John Schaffner and Joe Stewart, representing harmony and peace. And here in their honor is Laura Millen from the MAM. I'd like to thank all of my loved ones who helped me sponsor a color, whether that was through your donations or your support in my life. I am sponsoring Purple, which represents spirit. I'd like to thank the wonderful people of Missoula Urban Indian Health Center who sponsored Brown, which represents solidarity for Indigenous people. And last, I'd like to thank Missoula's Idea for Racial Justice in support of the color black to represent our people of color. Quickly, I'd like to thank additional community donors. Thank you to the Missoula Art Museum and Adventure Cycling for supporting us with their time, expertise, and sharing this beautiful location with us. Thank you to Rockin' Rudy's for donating our advertising in the Independent for this event. And thank you to our community donors, Duncan Campbell, Brian Cochran, Lucia Solorenzo, Clemens Work, Whitney Rimmel, Jane Eustace, Mary Susan Murphy, and Anita Rogness. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to make my way over, and we are going to cut the ribbons. So we each touch our color.
Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow.
We can't even do this straight. Okay, ready?
Okay, now we got to get out of the street.
Again, everyone for coming out. We have to clear the street, but feel free to stick around and chat. Get to know your community a little better and take some selfies. Remember that hashtag.